I'm Pooja and welcome back to Pooja's Travelogue. I hope my YouTube family is doing great. You could have guessed from my previous video that it's winter over here in Canada. So at present we are experiencing minus 30 degree. That's a feedback temperature and the original could be around minus 26. Basically the winter is from November, December, January, February and March. So I could pick up a maximum span of 6 months. So this is the typical range for winter. And the winter could be worse during the month of December, January and February, and during November and March. It could be kind of minimal and there would be no snow, but cold. It'll be so cold. It has snowed in the amount that you couldn't have imagined. Like right now I have snow up to my waist level in front of my building. This is unimaginary. Snow is so beautiful, but there are the negative sides of the beauty. So in this video, I'll be giving you guys the list of all the winter gears that you guys have to get in order to fight with the winter and get rid of it. It's not possible to get rid of it. You can try to protect yourself from it. So with no further delay, let's jump into the video. The first thing, how cold does it get in Canada? So there are some provinces in Canada where they have a sparse amount of snow. The province to get the most snow would be Alberta, Manitoba and Montreal. But if you compare all the top cities in Canada, like Montreal receives the most amount of snow and faces the worst winter. I think in the previous winter I've experienced about minus 40 degrees just for a day. It wasn't for a long. But I hated the first winter. It wasn't much welcoming. I wouldn't say other provinces are not so cold, but they are like just a little bit just below Montreal. No, as I have survived this Montreal cold for a year now, I'm just more confident that I could, fight through all other provinces. The next thing is, should I get a winter jacket from India? The answer would be absolutely no, because that's rubbish. The winter jacket in India are just designed for the Indian, like little lower level cold temperature from the regular one, like that we get during our rainy season. So you can just use them as a lightweighted jacket during fall. That could help you, but for winter, it's very, very important to get one from here. So just don't spend so much money on getting gears from India. Buy little things that you are so much interested about and just get the right ones over here. So let's talk about layering. As of Montreal, you just need the best gear to protect yourself from the cold. I'm just giving all these advices based upon my experience here in Montreal. Why should I give you? Because I'm like more prone to cold. I just catch cold very easily and often. So I'm gonna start from the base liner to the outer liner. So first, let's start with thermals. So there is this generic suggestion that people throw up. It's important to have thermal wear, but I've never used thermal wears, to be frank. On the top, like I just wear the normal tops that I do wear and just a winter jacket. And at the bottom, yes, I do wear this loosened pant that increases my exposure to cold like quick, instantly. For a safer side, what I do is I wear a legging or like a tight, thin pant. So they just kind of maintain the warmth in the leg. And remember, if it says it's gonna be windy outside, definitely wear some liners. Without that, please do not go outside. So if you are a person who's not warm enough to withstand the cold, just do not do it. Make sure you put on the liners and then go outside. Because you could feel that this cold air is just gonna freeze your entire leg. You could feel that pain and pressure over your leg, trust me. So the next up is the woolen socks. These babies are just the right thing that is very much needed if you are going out in winter. Remember to get a proper, woolen socks. Woolen socks provide a lot of heat and warmth. It's important to keep your feet so cozy and warm. And let's be real, your leg needs a lot of warmth than the other part because it has to work for a long time. The best And the most important thing is make sure you be hydrated throughout the winter. It is very much necessary as you go, if you're a person who goes out often or even staying at home. I would recommend you to have a lot of water and just stay hydrated. Now let's talk about the winter boots. Winter boots are usually waterproof, so you don't have to worry on that sake. But there are some tips I would love to give you in order if you're purchasing a winter boot. First thing, make sure to check the temperature that the winter boot can withstand. Get it from a quality producers to check the grip, or check with the bottom. Make sure the bottom is not slippery, because during snow, if it's rain or if there is a water, the snow has a typical opportunity of changing into ice. So that makes the floor so much slippery and you never know when you're gonna fall down. But to say, I've never fallen down ever before, that's all of luck. But I've seen my friends fallen down so badly. It's just a tip so as not to get, ashamed in front of your friends. Some of the stores that I would recommend is you can visit Browns, which has like a huge collections of brand. The next would be Winners, Decathlon, and Yellow. Yellow is fine for girls. They do find their own taste over there in Yellow. The next is the gloves. Gloves are the must-have. If you're someone who have cars, that's very good for you. You can travel, you buy your groceries, and that's fine. But if you're a student, you have to go get your groceries and carry it using your own hands and just come back home. With that cold, your hands, even wearing a gloves or like regular, woolen gloves, could make your hands freeze quickly. It's necessary to get an electric glove. They just keep your hands warm no matter what. Electric gloves may feel like a splurge for some time, but on the long run, I would say they're worth it. So you can buy regular gloves from any store. That's fine, any clothing store. For electric gloves, you can get it from Amazon. That's like my best suggestion. The next onto is the scarves and mask. I know the COVID is done, but why still mask? Okay, so the scarves are used to protect your neck, so make sure to tie them so close. Now there are different styles of draping the scarf around your neck. You can watch lots of videos. The mask, they helps you to protect from the hard and the cold wind. Most probably you'll not require mask for the little time that you spend outside. But if it's a long time, so if you are going outside in case of a very bad weather, snowstorm, huge wind, make sure to wear mask. And also do not forget your beanies. The most important thing that you have to protect is your ears and your nose. Now, these are the two that gets affected to cold so much, and you would feel the burning sensation after you get out from the cold, and they are more likely to turn red. If you are a newcomer, I'll ask you definitely to use beanie for particular time till you get acquainted with the cold that's over here. So instead of beanie, you can also try this one. These are also good ear warmers. I love them the most, more than beanies. So last but not the least is the winter jacket. The most important part of everything I've spoken so far. So winter jackets are usually waterproof, so you don't have to worry on that one. So some of the tips that I would give on getting a winter jacket would be, make sure to check the temperature on the winter jacket. Should at least have the minimum of 15 degrees to the maximum of 45 degrees. The next would be, make sure they're not too much heavy, because when you're traveling for a long distance or something, you could feel the burden over your shoulder. It could really hurt your neck, and this cold will also make the situation worse. Some of the best stores that I recommend for winter jacket is Canada Goose, Point Zero, and The Bay. The Bay is the best store to get all the brands that you want, you name it, any number of brands. You just can purchase them online, or you can visit the Bay store in your nearby location. So here comes the second most important thing, is to keep yourself moisturized. Moisturizing is the key in winter. Your skin gets dry and it becomes so painful during winter. So it's very important to actually follow a good skincare routine in AM as well as PM to make sure to always keep it hydrated. We are almost at the end. So here are some tips that I have to give you in order to get all these winter gears. Just wait for the right offer time. During November, I think you'll get Black Fridays and Boxing Day deals. You will get the best offers during that time. I'd always suggest the Bay Store as like the best option. You can get all the brands during these deal days. You could get all the brands at this cheapest price, from Guess, Michelle Kors, Calvin Klein. Always look out for discounts. That's the thing that you'd follow here in Canada once you come over here. So finally, what does it feel like being in winter? Winter is so lovely, cozy when you're inside your home. At first, when I came over here, I just hated winter. It was so cold, and every single day commuting with universities or the work, it was very hard. The worst part is the pain. When you move from a frozen temperature to a normal temperature, like if your hands are frozen and your legs are frozen, and you move from that temperature to a normal temperature, your skin will literally burn. It burns like it's on fire. That's so hard for me. Sometimes I feel like I want to cry. But as time goes on, that's the thing we got used to, and we started learning how to stop actually having those burns. It's just to buy the right winter gears. Do not compromise on the cost on buying winter gears. It's like a long-term investment. After a year, I just started to fall in love with winter. I felt like I was in a snow globe. It feels so surreal, and I started, getting back all the memories of the movies that I watched, like Home Alone and all these Christmas movies that I used to watch in Star Movies and X, and it feels so good. I had this warmth in my heart that I've never forget. It is important to cherish every single moment that we've been through. Even sometimes that could be hard, because over a year it was very bad for me and I cursed winter. So if you guys have any further question, or if you guys need any further information regarding anything here, please do let me know in the comment, and do not forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you can get the notification from all the videos I post. So until then, it's your Pooja. Catch you in the next video, and you're watching Pooja's Travelog. Bye guys, see you in the next video.